Why do those skulls, they look like xenomorphs, but with human toned skin, and I hate it.
Hello and welcome to Retro Game Connect. I'm Dan Mastriani.
And I'm Ian Butterfield.
So normally we'd kind of wanted to wait to go back to real systems for being back in the studio, but honestly, this isn't something I have enough games to put in the original rotation or regular rotation for anyway.
Plus COVID.
Yeah, so I don't know, whatever. I figured it wasn't worth waiting anymore. So hey, we're gonna be playing Keith Courage for TurboGrafx-16. Woo! This is actually the launch game for the system.
Well, that's fun.
Yes, so this was packed in with every TurboGrafx-16. In fact, I think you got it with the Turbo Duo as well. So basically, anybody who actually bought one of these systems back in the day got a copy of Keith Courage.
Ah, Keith Courage, the Wii Sports of the day.
Oh, I don't know if that's a worthwhile comparison, but hey, since I already pulled it out of the case, I thought I would show this off to people in case people have not seen what the Hue card, or as they call them in the U.S., turbo chips, even though it still actually says Hue card on the back here, which is short for Hudson card because, of course, Hudson designed the format. As people can see, the solid state media for the TurboGrafx-16 was tiny. Look at this; it's about the size of a credit card. Look at how small it is. Isn't that neat?
Honestly, I think more games should be like that. Yes, we keep getting discs. I'm sorry. Cartridges are way more satisfying. Give us them solid state cartridges and let us
nobody makes
clunk
those anymore.
I don't care. That's why we got to go back to it. It's cooler.
They're also more expensive though. That's why the cartridges that you put in your Switch are actually just SD cards.
Oh, I know. Still, I don't care if it's SD cards. That's still cooler.
Even if you buy new cartridges for your retro systems, they actually just have like a programmable flash storage in there.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying, think about when you go to start a game. What's more satisfying? Just clicking on an icon because you downloaded it, putting a disc in, or clunking a cartridge into your system?
I like putting in the cartridges. Financially, I don't think it's going to happen again. That's all.
Just SD cards. That's where the future is.
Guess. I'm hoping they can come up with something that's a little better for long-term data storage, because I don't want to be like popping in a Switch game in 20 years and be like, oh, this is now
Super
blank.
SD.
Yeah. Anyhow, we're getting distracted. Let's go ahead and play Keith Courage.
Woo!
All right, here we go. So we have all one option, so I'm going to choose it. Oh no, I didn't. Okay, for a second there, I thought I didn't press the button fast enough. So here is Keith. He used to be a character named Wataru in Japan, but we didn't get that show. So
yeah, because when they introduced him, they kept saying, "Wataru talking about?"
Yes, exactly. Good to know. We're in the rock zone. There you go.
I am Weapons Master.
Yeah, I like the word. Look for weapons as I sell them to you. What?
I gotta be honest, right off the bat, I actually do enjoy the art style for this.
It's not bad. So, before we get too confusing, what I was trying to say is, oh,
damn, they don't have socialized healthcare in this game.
No, well, it was the 80s.
I was going to say back when people thought trickle-down economics was going to work, but they still do.
Yeah, no, nobody actually thinks that. They just say that.
They just pretend that.
Yeah. Yeah, the jumping's a little awkward. I gotta be careful here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's actually complete my thought here. And that was this. Ooh, that was like a cheetah. Weird. That was this was originally an anime licensed game. So
I am Wise Wizard.
fine. This is, I'm sure, a super waste, but you have enough gold. Your purchase makes me very happy.
Okay, Master Roshi.
Master run-on sentence there. Anyhow, so obviously, you know, they didn't want to. Oh wow, that's exciting. We'll go ahead and continue. I'm going to lose half the bombs I paid for.
F.
Yeah, his jumps are really.
F.
I keep thinking that roof is something I can jump onto, and it's not. And I hit the enemy instead. So what I was trying to say, the anime, I think it's Mashin Eiu Wataru, which is like something like, you know, there's magic in there somewhere. I don't know.
Mashin Ayuden Wataru.
Yes. So
Might have butchered pronouncing that.
I forget what
try.
Mashin is, but like Eiyuden is like it's you know, hero story. So it's a robot show. Here's your robot.
Oh.
Now the fun thing
Okay.
is the robot moves way faster than Keith does.
There just be flying skulls.
There are. Therefore, yeah, these enemies are interesting. Wait, there's another guy that's wait till we get to him.
Pretty solid on the music though, gotta say.
Not bad. Yeah, so this guy. This is an interesting enemy. Yeah, sometimes those hearts refill my life, and sometimes they give me, Oh, I'm gonna see if I can kill this guy. Ah, really? Where are you going? I'm gonna turn off turbo. Whatever. I'm not gonna get myself killed trying to...
Get yourself killed, it'll be funny.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm not gonna get myself killed grinding these guys for hearts. Nope. I mean, I already got myself killed. It wasn't that funny. Okay, I got a power up for my bolt bombs. I think I'm gonna save those for the boss.
No,
They only
for
have
real
3.
though, this music is pretty solid.
I mean, that's one thing the game has going for it. But man, the robot's super slippery. It's super weird because, like, you know, it moves differently than Keith does. So, like,
And that
you're
dude just
playing
had a revolver for a face.
Yeah, exactly. That was what I wanted to point out to you.
They
As far as,
call
like,
him
weird enemies go.
They call him old revolver face.
I really don't like having to jump down here either, without being able to see what's going on. All right, I guess that was just a normal heart. Refill my health. Oh, okay. Oh. I'm mashing the button again. I've forgotten that I turned on turbo. I'm not used to having it. Oh.
I think
They
it's
keep
just
coming.
endlessly spawning.
They do. I really shouldn't stand here and farm them, but...
I think there's a whole Smith & Wesson robot factory on the end
Right?
of that.
Yeah, I'm annoyed that I haven't got any heart power-ups, but...
If those kill you without you attacking them, do they kill you in cold blood?
Oh, there we go. There we go. I got another heart. We were able to demonstrate that. Oh, apparently I'm able to destroy their projectiles. That's useful. Okay.
Or are they
All right,
named?
boss time.
Are they nicknamed Maggie? Maggie Num.
Yeah. I mean, I have the manual, so I can see what ridiculous name they gave them.
I'm more or less just having fun making gun puns.
Oh, I'm just saying they may have done that too. Oh no! Because I powered up my bombs, I need more ammo than I have to shoot anymore. That's lame. Come on. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Rainbow! Cool. Oh, yeah, this was what always throws me up because Keith, his jump is way slower. It feels so weird now after playing as a robot. What are this, like squirrels? What's going on there? No! 400 gold?
They're called Titan Guards.
Interesting.
I looked up a fact.
Oh,
Or
yes. I did also look at the fact. I don't know how I get up there. Weird. Okay. So... Oh my god. Let's continue again. There goes half my gold.
Nice.
Which I kind of need to buy sword upgrades. I don't know if I have enough for the first one. I really don't want to, because, you know, we're recording. I don't want to stand here farming gold, because that's not exciting to watch.
Reasons I haven't been streaming Legends Arceus.
Yeah, like, you know, I know a lot of streamers will do grinding off screen.
Some grinding can be fun if it's like shiny grinding. That's like good footage stuff, but if it's not that.
Yeah, no, I wanna get the sword right now, so I'm not gonna buy any more bombs.
This is the weapon shop.
Oh, okay.
Sword.
I do want it, but I don't have enough money.
Use it to combat the enemy.
I think I can grind for.
Yeah, I think you've been getting like 25 gold per coin. So. Oh, there you go. You just got 50.
There we go.
Now you can buy the Brave Sword.
I will do that. I do want it. Thank you.
Can you imagine if we pronounce sword like that?
Like sword?
Yeah. English language is stupid sometimes.
Oh, it looks exactly the same.
Hey, what do you call this? It's a sword. Oh, so like S-O-R-D? Nah, there's a W in there. Why? Because, like, screw you.
Yeah, English doesn't have any rules. It doesn't break.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so I just remembered.
Oh, now you're going to Asgard.
Yes. Robot time. Rainbow. So now my sword is red. Oh, God, I almost flew off that.
Oh, yeah.
Because again,
energy sword.
I'd gotten used to playing as Keith. Yeah, so the sword upgrades only apply to the robot.
Those things look like Doom enemies. I mean, like, the skulls obviously look like Doom enemies because they're skulls, but I think they have, like, a stupid name, like Pinky or something.
Good thing you have infinite continuous. I get to keep my sword.
Well, I'm here. They're infinite continues.
There we go. Oh, lordy. Go away, all of you. Ooh, this guy's interesting. Oh, top. Did you see that?
Top.
Oh, he dropped a heart where I can't reach it without dying.
Top.
Lame.
Top.
Come on. Oh, you.
These skulls really just don't want you to get ahead.
No. Haha.
Really, they got a bone to pick with you.
I hope I'm going down. Oh, Nope. Oh, I still got
Oh.
hit.
That dude is the bomb.
Yeah, out here dive bombing me. Wait, no.
I think
How
you
do
need to jump on the pylons to get over. Or just
I can't.
not get attacked.
The ceiling is too low. I'm gonna give this one more try, and then when might be cheat code time.
Yay, cheat codes.
Yes, I do have a pretty good cheat code. There's debug mode. Actually, I do kind of want to do that at least before I shut the game off, because there's something interesting about it.
Oh, is there?
There is. See, there looks like
there's
a platform over there, but I can't get to it. Ah, this guy is really awkward. But see, I tried jumping here to get over, but the ceiling's too low, so I can't get over there. Now let's see if I can... Oh, again!
You keep...
He doesn't appear until I jump.
Have you tried walking... Well, yeah, but have you tried walking to the edge and getting him to spawn first? Killing him and then trying to jump?
And then I have to continue and go back to the beginning of the area, so...
I know, that's what I would have done.
It's fine. I mean... We've pretty much seen the gameplay loop, so what I'm going to do is enter the cheat code so we can see it. There it is. All right, so here's the weird thing about the debug menu. They didn't bother to translate it.
Awesome.
Yeah. Isn't that fun? Press the button. There it is. Go to level 3. Gonna max out my life. And yep. If they bomb, sure. All the money, why not? Here he goes. The sword. I want the best sword. So there we go. We're going to skip to the next level with the best sword and the most life and all the bombs. I'm guessing I just pressed start. Yeah, so at least I have to get through this, because otherwise we're not going to be able to see.
Ooh, the fire zone.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Yes, so you have to kill all of these cats, and then the golden cat will appear.
The golden cat.
Yes. These guys don't keep landing right on me. There it goes. I don't know how many of these guys I have to kill. Oh, volcano thing here. You know what? Oh, here it is. The red coin. That got me more. That would have gotten me more money. But actually, who cares? I already have. Oh, this is what we're doing. Okay. We'll see with this guy. Hi, Nurse Nancy. You know what? It looks like I got a pretty full life, so no thank you. I really wish I could go by this faster. But anyhow. Oh my god. Is this a door? Yes, it is. Hello, wise wizard. No, thank you. I have 99 bombs. Yes, I do. Should open a fan store. Yeah, sure. I climb up here. Okay, good. Oh, wait. Can I not go across that? Do I seriously just have to walk through the fire? Oh, there it goes. That was just it was just a janky
fire. We're just killing cats that are flying at us.
Please stop. Turbo back on. This is a little ridiculous.
No wonder he needs to be courageous to do this.
Yeah. Here's a weapon shop.
Thunder, 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 thunder.
I already got the bestest sword.
I actually just recently unlocked the Thunder Sword in my current playthrough of Okami.
Apparently I was too close to that. And I just have to walk in this fire? Really? That's kind of lame. Also, man, Keith's jump is terrible. You know what? Let's just show this off one time. Because I got lots of money. Thank you, Nurse Nancy.
I like how there's just like a hamster and a hoodie with sunglasses.
Yeah, that's interesting.
That's also somehow fireproof.
I mean, you know, are most hamsters?
I can't say I've burned enough hamsters to know.
Yeah, no, I shouldn't. Don't joke about that. That's not something you should actually do. Okay, so this
Ooh,
sword is
long
actually
sword.
better. Look at that. Yeah,
I've heard of a long sword, but this is ridiculous.
that I appreciate that. Oh, it's new gun guy, new gun ray, if you will.
Ah.
See, I can make Star Wars references too. Oh, Lord,
Why do those skulls, those like they look like xenomorphs but with human toned skin, and I hate it.
yeah, I'm being chased here by disembodied xenomorph heads. This is
But again, they're like human skin tone,
yeah.
which makes it
power
worse.
my bomb, why not? So I'm going to save it for the boss. Oh
Like
no,
they
no,
almost look like someone's forearms shot off and their hands turned into mouths.
I don't know. I don't even know. No, okay. Not a lot of air control there. That was a little scary. Oh my god, this jump is weird. I don't like it. Oh, okay.
Oh, that's how you know this game takes place in America. All the crumbling infrastructure. Oh.
I guess I don't know. I should since I do have the manual, I should bust it out after we're done playing because I believe I gotta see if it's in the manual if it was something separate. There's a comic that tells the brand new story for the American version of the game. Because again, this was originally an anime license game, but they kind of took the anime license out. Like, I don't know if you noticed on the title screen, it still has the Sunrise copyright, which is probably why they've never re-released this game.
Yeah, it's hard to deal with the whole copyright issue. I'm
It's
surprised
weird,
we've
so,
been
like-
getting as many old Star Wars games released on, like, Switch and PC recently.
It's weird because, like, so they took out some of the licensed content, but not all of it. I guess, like, some of the enemies are still... Yeah, so like, is my more powered up bomb, as you can see, it uses more ammo.
War!
There we go. That was made easy by the fact that we got some time. We can try one more level. We're really powered up compared to where we should be at this point in the game. Oh boy. I sure do enjoy getting completely swarmed by enemies.
Same.
Ah, yeah. I guess it makes sense that these give you money.
The Lucky Cat.
Yeah. That fits
That's
into,
actually something they carried into Pokemon a bit.
Yes, Meow.
Besides, so with Meowth, it has the Payday move. Fun fact, it also has a Gigantamax form in Sword and Shield, where it gets like a super Payday move, basically. And it turns into that long cat meme, which is pretty funny.
I can just walk by this.
And then actually, one of the items that you use in Pokemon Go is an item called Stardust. And that's one of the items that you need to help power up your Pokemon. And your standard catch for like a base form Pokemon will net you 100 Stardust. but if you catch a Meowth, it'll net you 750.
Yeah, we should probably explain the whole beckoning cat thing. That's a Japanese legend.
I can't say I remember too much of it. I just know that it's a thing.
Yeah, so they're considered lucky. You know, you can buy the little beckoning cats. There are various different ones that'll get you different kind of luck. Like, you know, one that's specifically for financial luck. They have why not a ridiculous amount of money.
There's actually one in Okami too. The lucky cat makes all items and coins get drawn to you instead of you having to go pick them up.
Yeah. So what the story I've heard for the lucky cat is that, and there may be different. I thought I could go into that. Different versions of this, but it's basically that somebody was out in the storm, and you know they'd gone into this little hut on the side of the road for shelter from the rain, and he saw the cat like kind of curling its paw toward him, which in Japan is like the motion for come here.
Hence the beckoning?
Yes, it hence the beckoning cat. And he decided to no, thank you. And he decided to do what the cat said, even though it meant like going out into the pouring rain. And, you know, after he went out into the rain over to where the cat was, lightning struck the hut he was under.
Hence the reason the cat was seen as lucky.
Yes, exactly, because it saved his life. So there may be other versions of the legend too and stuff, but that's just the one that I heard. So, you know, he had the beckoning cat, which is considered lucky. Man, I really wish there was a way to see. Is this okay? No, it's just a platform.
Gotta say, so far, actually, with Legends Arceus taking place so far in the past, I'm surprised that's not a little myth that got worked into it. But Meowth isn't even in the game, so.
It's a different color. I'm sure that means it's stronger.
Oh, indeed. From classic game, from
Yes, I don't. Oh,
from 2D games to Halo. If there's just a palette swap, it's probably stronger.
All right. Well, I think that's a good place to stop. Here we go. It's a strongly mediocre game.
I mean, I'm sure it served its purpose as a pack-in game.
Yeah, kind of not really, because lots of people didn't like it. So that's something that people say, like, hey, one of the things that TurboGrafx-16 could have done better is not putting Keith Courage in every box. But they tried. Yeah, I did take a look at the manual. It does sadly does not have the comic in it.
Oh darn.
Yeah. But like, so not the worst game I've ever played, but like I think one, like the enemies are the enemy placement is like really careless. They're just constantly flying at you.
That seemed a bit ridiculous.
Yeah, it's more annoying than challenging. Like, I didn't like that enemy was just there to knock me into the spikes. I mean, I might have been able to bait him out, but like, you don't get a very good air control.
Clickbait title: The Dark Souls of TurboGrafx games.
Oh God, there are way harder games. There may be harder games. Like, even in my small collection, I think I may have harder games, but it's just like the difficulty isn't like good challenging difficulty. Is like, really?
Yeah,
like
that's the kind of challenging I don't really care for, where it's just like cheap to be cheap.
It's like, oh, should I drop down here? No, there was a bit of spikes and instantly killed me. Yeah, so that was not great. I mean, it doesn't look terrible. I think most of the graphics are the same, which is again why they still have the Sunrise copyright, and why they probably can't re-release it without paying them for the Wataru license again. Which
Yeah, well, I was looking
Konami
at
doesn't want to bother with.
Yeah, well, I was looking at some stuff while you were playing. Like, I mean, all the photos for the anime characters came up, and they all looked exactly the same as the sprites you were playing with.
Yeah, I think the only thing they changed is Keith himself, who was named after. I wrote this down. Let me double check here. Oh no, my phone doesn't want to unlock. Of course, because I'm in a hurry, it's doing that thing where it doesn't recognize my fingerprint. The NAC boss, Keith Schaefer. Yeah, so I guess they decided to butter him up by naming the main character after him. And the other thing I know I was able to find out about it was developed by a contractor called Advanced Communication. So Hudson did not develop it internally.
Advanced Communication, that is such a distinguished name.
That they made some other
specific. That is just totally not generic at all.
Yeah, a lot of their output was kind of generic. Though they did make the infamously bad Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde for NES.
Awesome.
Yeah, I don't know if you've run across that one. I know it's a YouTuber favorite.
I haven't. I was half expecting you to tell me that we had already played it.
No, I don't own that game. Though my cousin did have it when we were kids, so I know firsthand how bad it is. This isn't just me watching the Angry Video Game Nerd and taking his word for it, which you probably shouldn't do half the time because it's a character. He's exaggerating he exaggerates how bad a lot of the games are because it's part of the shtick.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't go to the Angry Video Game Nerd for actual game reviews because that's not what he does.
You just always have to understand with things like that, there is a layer of bit going on.
He's trying to be funny, not informative.
Which sometimes things like that does come from the truth, but still.
Yeah, so like he will play up how bad. I mean, some of the games he plays are really bad, but some of them are just kind of not great, and he plays up how bad they are because it's funny.
Yeah.
But no, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde is really bad.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I remember once we actually we used the Game Genie to beat the game, and it was still like just a really painful slog.
Games never change, huh?
Yeah, I don't.
Something's always coming out that's going to be a painful slog.
Yeah, this one is honestly it's
an old
back on topic.
Whether it's an old Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde or just the list of things to do in Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
I haven't played that one. So no.
I haven't either, but I've looked into it, and dear God, we need open world games need to stop relying on just a checklist.
Yeah, but then that'll clear out Ubisoft's entire release slate.
Oh, I know. But anyway.
But seriously, back on topic this time, it's also kind of hard to recommend Keith, just because like there are better games on the platform. It's not awful, but it's a mediocre licensed game with the license haphazardly removed. Like, I don't like that Keith and the robot control differently, because like I get used to playing as Keith, and then the robot's completely different. So by the time I finish the robot, I've gotten used to the robot, and then I'm back to Keith, and I'm messing up my jumps because he doesn't jump as far.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be one thing if it was like just that, like the robot jumps further, because I mean it's a giant robot with like thrusters. He's gonna jump further. But I could totally see it having looser controls, like just from here.
Yeah, it definitely
I'm like,
does.
I'm sorry, I didn't
really
see
slippery.
wheels on the bottom of those feet.
But it's actually a problem because you're going back and forth, so...
Yeah, you go back and forth so frequently, it screws with you.
Yeah, exactly. Like, so, like, I'm used to the robot, and then I'm playing as Keith, and I immediately jump into a pit.
Yeah.
Because his jump kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Oh. So that's a problem with the game. Like I said before, like the level design is just really haphazard.
It
So
definitely seems like it was designed to kick your ass, so that way you had to keep playing the game and get more game out of it.
yeah, honestly, I feel like it was just under designed, probably because like most licensed games, they're like, you have 3 months. Here's a ham sandwich. Make us a game.
Yep.
and you know you're not getting another ham sandwich, so try to stretch that out. Like take
Yep.
take a bite every day.
Yep. But so
Yeah,
hard,
so
don't
like
recommend. Find a different 2D platformer to play.
I wanted to have a copy just because I feel like it's significant. Like, hey, this is the pack-in game. It was almost everybody's introduction to the TurboGrafx 16.
It's culturally significant, but as a video game, nah.
If it wasn't the pack-in, it would probably be pretty forgotten. Like, I don't want to be too harsh on it because, again, I've played worse. Speaking of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Like, it's functional. It doesn't crash. It looks decent. You enjoy the music. The music's fine.
It's like a mediocre MCU movie. Like, it's still passable.
Yeah. Like,
but
you're
like,
not going to hate yourself.
You're not going to go back to it. Like, I don't go back and watch Thor: The Dark World.
Yeah, I know there are people that actually like this. The guy who I bought my Turbo, well, it's a PC Engine Duo because I got the Japanese one. The guy I bought it from actually uses Keith Courage as like as a handle in several places. So, hey, people enjoyed it, and I don't want to be too mean to it because, like, hey, some people have this, and I want to be like, oh, you shouldn't enjoy it. Like, hey, if you like Keith Courage, that's great.
If you like having to memorize spawn points and like do all the this is a hard 2D platformer game, I'm sure this is great, but like not my vibe.
I'm sure lots of people also again grew up with it, so they had the time and they had to learn it. And with these games, there's a situation where like once you learn the game, you're like, okay, I'm having fun now. And like nowadays, it's hard to put in that kind of learning curve because there's so much out there that nobody's going to be sitting there with one game unless they're immediately loving it.
Well, yeah, and that's it. Or you have to put that learning curve in with a hook. You gotta, I talk all the time when a game just, you talk about a game and you'll see, we've had plenty of games where, we talked about how crazy popular it was or how influential it was. And I'm like, but why is the first 4 hours boring? Like, come on.
It's hard. To be fair,
I don't mind a long intro, all that, but if a game can't hook you in that first like 30 minutes, you're not going to want to get through that first 4 hours. You know what I mean?
I mean, I do want to say there are times where like I've played a game and I didn't like it, and then maybe I heard something about them that made me think about it, like, oh, hey, that's interesting. And I tried it again in light of that and like, oh, I just didn't understand this game the first time around.
Yeah. I mean, like, even a game that I've mentioned in this video already that I always mention I love, Okami, that has a pretty slow start. But it introduces you to the Celestial Brush in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah,
it introduces you to the hook in that first 10 minutes.
Sometimes it's not even that the hook isn't there. It's just that, like, there's only so much room for signposting in old games. So, like, there's stuff that was there all along, but you didn't really understand how it came together until you've been playing the game for a while.
Yeah.
Because, like, back then, they couldn't put a whole bunch of tutorial text in the game. So, like, they expect you to read the manual, which we don't always have because we're buying used games. Sometimes it is just a cartridge.
And by the way, even though I use digital downloads all the time, yeah, I'm sorry. The loss of fancy manuals, that's a cultural loss.
Yeah.
That is one of the reasons that I'm more okay just doing the digital downloads these days, because they don't bother with that.
Yeah. No, I'll get a brand new Nintendo game. I'm like, oh, it's there's nothing in here but the game card.
Yeah. Like, I would have bought the physical copy of Legends Arceus if it came with a cool little old-timey notebook.
Yeah. But it's just, they did their best to like explain in the manual or something, but sometimes it just doesn't click right away. But if you persevere, you'll be like, wait a minute. If this system will interact with this system, so if I do this, and you have an aha moment, and all of a sudden the game that you thought was super unintuitive is really fun.
Oh yeah, but again, good
like
level
I get
design.
Nowadays, there's so much entertainment out there. Like things have to. So it's harder for games like that to succeed because you're not putting in the time to really understand what you're doing and like get the hang of it.
Yeah, but then there's also the fact that you don't always have to signpost things. We know very well that Mario World 1-1 is a tutorial.
Yes.
That so you can I mean, I don't want to say very easily. It just, many video games work tutorials into how the game is built, even if it won't outright give you a tutorial. I mean, Star Wars The Force Unleashed. You play the first level as Darth Vader with full power Force abilities to give you that taste of where Starkiller will be by the end of the game. So now you've got the hook. You know what I mean?
As a counterpoint, I will say that like it isn't actually easy. Like, Super Mario is kind of like a masterclass in game design in that they managed to teach you those things so organically. And if you talk to game developers that are like trying to do like retro games and stuff, they'll be like, "Oh, actually, it turns out this stuff is actually really hard."
Yeah.
And they're trying to do something like Mario. We're like, "Oh, the game shows you how to play it in the first 5 minutes," and it turns out that that's really difficult to do. So like a lot of games actually managed to create a satisfying gameplay loop, but they didn't manage to design it in a way that satisfying game loop is immediately obvious.
Well, and also,
so that's just my point in that, like, sometimes that they got the game loop right, but they didn't get showing you how it's good right.
Oh yeah, but also, and back then they could count on the fact that just like there wasn't as many games.
Yeah,
you bought a game, you kind of probably played it for a while.
You had a manual that you'd be playing it for a while, so you could get in there and be like, okay, now I understand this and I'm having fun. But also, another point I would make is nowadays, hey, it's 2022. We have like nearly a century of game design to look back on.
Yeah.
That people like in the 80s and 90s didn't have the benefit of. So like we can look at today's designers can look at all the
times are different.
And figure out ways to better like ease people into the game. So again, these indie developers do have these examples of stuff like Mario, and they'd be like, they know that okay, this game tutorialized people in the first level because of the way it was designed, and this is one of the things that makes Mario so good, and like having coins to lead you to safe platforms and stuff like that, and all these different design lessons they can take from to help them out that designers previously didn't have the benefit of, so they were like reinventing the wheel every time, which led to the less intuitive starts to the game.
And plus, you just did not have as many games coming out as you do these days.
Yeah,
because just in the past couple months alone, Legends Arceus came out on January 28th. Horizon Forbidden West, I think when we're recording this, it comes out maybe today or it came out last week, depending on which week this episode airs on. It comes out February 18th.
Yes, this is the end of the month, so it will be out already.
Yeah, so it came out last week. So within 3 weeks of each other, you have 2 huge titles on 2 totally different systems kind of competing for similar time frames. I mean, they gave it 3 weeks. That's smart. You don't want to step on a Pokemon release.
Those are just AAA games, though. I mean, how many indie games came out in that time? Probably 5,000.
Oh, exactly. That too. That's not even considering the indie. That's just considering the big titles.
Plus, I'm sure there's something new streaming on Netflix and Hulu and Disney Plus and
it's Friday,
TV
so
series premiering.
Here's a new episode of Retro Game Connect.
Yeah. All your favorite YouTubers are releasing 50 things a week.
So things have a lot more to compete with, and
the signal to noise ratio is a lot different.
Yeah. So games, that's whilst I understand why older games don't have that like hook in the first 30 minutes, I just think at this point we know that is good game design.
Yeah, I mean for new games definitely. I'm just saying that there are some old games that where I want to encourage people like, hey, stick with this because there is a good game in here that we didn't necessarily see because we were just playing the first half hour.
But that's also why retro games only so many people play them these days, because you might need a 2 to 4 hour investment before it gets good. And I'm sorry I have a job.
I don't know. I just want to say, keep it in mind because sometimes that investment's worthwhile.
But anyway, we've just kind of talked about video games in general and not about this game. So I think we're kind of done.
I didn't have too much about it. I mean, again, I don't want to be too mean to it because it is a game some people enjoy, and I don't want to, I don't want to harsh people for enjoying things I don't. That's cool. Video games for everybody.
It's a game.
Yes. I mean, I don't know. Even some of the people who like it, I think will agree that there are better games on the platform, though. At some point in the future, I still want to, play this in person so we can both check out the games. I do, at this point, have at least a few multiplayer games that we can play together. So
Yep.
One of the reasons I really want to be able to get back in the studio is because, we can check out the 2-player modes. You can get your hands on the games directly.
You can save that for in between the episodes. Nobody cares about that in the episode.
Okay.
We all know the pandemic's going on, Dan.
Yeah, I'm just explaining my philosophy of why we haven't been playing the direct console stuff.
Yeah.
So people know what's going on with us, and
we're currently trapped in TARDISes. That's just where life is these days.
Yeah.
But anyway,
hopefully soon. I just, I'm explaining why, hey, people may not be seeing the TurboGrafx again right away because just, some of these are shorter arcadey experiences where to get like a decent episode would be like, okay, I had a turn. Ian, why don't you take a turn on the game? So we don't have like, a 15-minute episode or me playing the same level over and over again.
No.
If it's me than you, then it makes more sense to have the first level twice.
True.
But, we're definitely going to see more stuff in the future. I mean, I do still have the Mini too, so there's more things that I might still want to pull out for pandemic episodes, and we'll try to keep it doing interesting stuff for you. But anyhow, if you guys enjoy checking out the packing game for the TurboGrafx 16, make sure you give this episode a like. If you want to catch future episodes in which we play games that were released later in the system's lifespan, make sure you subscribe to our channel. I've been Dan Mastriani. You can catch me on Twitter at NewTypeCola.
I'm Ian Butterfield. You can find me on Twitter at ENG Butterfield. You can find the show at Retro Games CNCT, Facebook.com/Retro Game Connect, and RetroGameConnect.tumblr.com. You can also find me streaming over on Twitch.tv/Geek_Lord_42. I actually haven't been streaming too much recently, but we'll see what I'm up to by the time this episode's coming out. But go ahead and follow that, and you'll see when I go live with stuff. But if you enjoyed the game we played, let us know in the comments. If there are any games you'd like us to play, drop those down there too. If we can get our hands on them, we might just play them, or it might just be time for the Thunder Sword.
But most importantly, make sure you join us next time on Retro Game Connect.
Woo!